Okay, let's move on towards game 4 first half. We're gonna have victory survivors here against SiLia once again. But I guess even with that in mind, we're gonna come out with Anne against this team comp. And against you know what? And against Eng, I think there's a possibility that Eng could counter Anne, but not to a huge extent, I guess. Well, Anne does need, well, no, not Anne. Eng does need triple stacks there, because you can by technicality cancel cat jumps, very similar to Prisoner as well. But with Eng, I guess you're going to spam your stuns right before you get stunned, or even when you get stunned. You should still be able to recover faster than an Anne and rotate towards the nearest pilot's window area. But anyways, with this type of team comp though, I do assume it's going to be excitement. I don't think it's possible for Blink, but we're going to be having Cordy and Cheerleader and first obviously here against SiLia's Anne. Overall it seems fine, but this is of course going to be round 4 first half. And then I'm going to be seeing Anne here spawning right in towards, not graveyard, Moongate runes. But we are also seeing CX rotating as much as we can as well. With trump card attention here, max destructiveness alongside with one stack of Berserker here as well. But even with that on mind, I guess more or less, Cordy rotating towards the corner cipher is one of the better choices. Two reasons. Reason number one being the fact that now no one can disturb the cipher machines anymore. And of course, Coordinator here getting a very normal first hit, but even with gun on mind here, we're gonna have to see how. We're going to have to see whether we're going to use gun here or not because of rebound kite potentials as well. I guess that's just one of the main things. But of course, Anne's cat stun there. It seems like Cordy will be going down here immediately. Sadly, the gun wasn't able to come out properly there as well. So that's a very huge fault there done by the coordinator right here as well. SiLia, a little bit of a smile on his face as we do see there as well. Very happy with that Cordy's gun being edged because SiLia himself knows even if he gets this early down, once the Cordy gets rescued and the Cordy still has a gun, then the rebound kite is going to be very strong there coming from Cordy's side. So SiLia there, a smile deserved for all Hunter mains. We all like to see that, don't we? But of course for Survivor mains there's still a bit of a despair there, but at least we can still sell in this situation. The Cypher machine may not be enough, but selling against an is still very possible. Anyways, we do have a first officer nearby, but I don't think first officer will be coming any closer. We do see that one of the survivors did manage to finish off their cipher machines. Meanwhile, Cordy is going to be after half currently. Now then, knowing where first officer is right now, it does seem like for SiLia, he could potentially run out. But with Cheerleader finishing off her cipher machine first, it will be a little bit hard for, you know, for Cheerleader to, well, not Cheerleader, for Anne to actually go out, fully commit to go out, because Cheerleader with that double pump on is a little bit of a scary factor right there, especially with a backdoor rescue. But even with that on mind, after we sell Cordy, it's going to be 2.5 cipher machines done, and still only does have one jump here though. But it seems like we are going to 90-degree curved cat jump on straight towards, back towards Cheerleader. It does seem so once again. But even with that on mind, you know, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. It shouldn't be too much of an issue here. We did miss the cap, but it does seem like the cross was able to rebound it quite successfully. For Anne here, very nice mind games here done by the cat jumps and getting stuck there as well. That, you know what, getting stuck there was actually brilliant. We are going to be able to blink in here without worry. Definitely without worry, due to the fact that that is a slow 60%, no 40% slow movement speed. Not Cordy, Cheerleader if I'm not wrong. But we are going to be able to get that pallet drop down there immediately. We are still waiting right now, dropping the well, we're going to be able to vault over that, but once again there's going to be another cat coming back just to stun, just to guarantee that stun in case, you know, Cheerleader somehow refreshes her stun back on time. But even with that in mind, we're really only missing one cipher machine, and first officer still does have tie turning here. Eng is going to be able to start off the next cipher machine in around 15 seconds is what I would like to say. But it seems like we are going to have to do a before half rescue in this situation as well. We are going to have to do a before half rescue in this situation. Two reasons. Reason number one being the fact that preferably getting to 20-second tie turn allows Eng to decode for an extra 20 seconds, but also at the same time first officer can rescue again anyway, so it's fine. No double down situation here coming from the first officer. This 20 extra seconds coming out from Cheerleader just so she can rush away a little bit more is going to be quite important. is going to be quite important. I guess now what matters most for Cheerleader is just to try to find somewhere to down a little bit harder for the Hunter here. Now with that 20-second tightener, as we do see Cypher Machines currently at 50%. When first officer rescued, Ench was just on the 0% Cypher, but with that tightener, that's an extra 50% Cypher Machine, I think. Because that is some fast Cypher Machine progress, so to be honest with you. Well, 20-second tightener, including an extra 5 to 10 seconds share time. We do see where first officer is, of course, but first officer here has to be a little bit more mindful of what he's doing. Very nice dodge there on towards the cats, but it seems like we weren't able to prevent first officer from using his items. So first officer here, once again, we are going to be able to get a hit down, but the rescue will still register here. We're going to be seeing a huge pump on immediately straight towards Shack, but even with this on mind, we are going to be able to vault over the window for a little bit of a window speed boost. But it seems that, well, yeah, Toy Merchant does have the window speed boost, but it does seem like we are going to be able to get that down immediately on towards Cheerleader, not Toy Merchant, Cheerleader. I don't know why I call her Toy Merchant, but with that on mind, teleport is currently ready. This is going to be a one-man elimination, if I'm not wrong. Unless we teleport out here immediately, Ench can't rebound kite. Well, not rebound kite, but you know, contain for long. But even if Ench does manage to, even if you do get Ench down really fast, I don't think it really matters. But of course, here once again, we are going to be able to get the first officer down immediately, and let's congratulate the 3-man elimination here for Anne. Moving on straight towards second half. Okay, second half, we're gonna have TY coming out as Hermit against this team comp. Cheerleader really works pretty well against everyone here. But anyways, Hermit against this team comp, we are going to have to see how it goes as well. But I think Hermit does have... No, Hermit doesn't really have anything here, especially with the fact that all survivor can use their items to get out of your range when it comes to Miracle Orbs. I mean, Miracle Orbs does have a traveling time, but I feel like for each survivor, if they react on time, they can basically dodge the Miracle Orbs no problemo, which is a little bit of an issue here. But of course, with TY coming out as Hermit, survivor side, we're going to have Kematsu as Mercenary, Precora as... Precore's Entomologist, Moshi as Cheerleader, and then Naoya here as the Aeroplane. It's definitely going to be double tighter and double window speed boost, more or less. But of course, moving on towards the game we go. We're going to be able to link up here immediately. With that link up there as well, it seems like we are going to be seeing Kematsu here in middle as the Mercenary getting a blue relatively fast. But since we do have elbow pads, it shouldn't be too much of an issue here for our Mercy. I don't think he'll be going down anytime soon, but alongside with the fact that he was standing still a bit in early game, it is a little bit of an issue. It is a little bit of an issue, but it's okay. We are still going to be able to get a hit here from the Hermit side. It's going to be once again trump card detention with max pallet breaking alongside with Berserker, so I guess overall it does seem fine for now. We are going to be able to get another blue here on towards the Mercy, but for Mercy side, he is going to have to expend this elbow pad for the sake of it, because I don't think he has enough time. Yeah, he doesn't really have that much time to change just yet. Survivor wise, we're going to need someone to change to blue right now, preferably right now. But a Mercenary, you know what, that was a beautiful elbow pad, but the only issue is you elbow padded in towards the Miracle Orb, so TY kind of did manage to get a prediction there pretty well on towards the Mercy. Now then, the Cypher Machine has not been decoded. It seems like from TY side, he just realized that he got a really fast down and none of them were decoding into the Cypher Machine, so that's pretty much good news here for the Hunter. But even with that in mind, we're going to be able to see Naoya here coming in straight towards rescue. It doesn't have any polarity on him, which is good news, so preferably here, if we can just get a hit on towards the... Yeah, if we can just get a hit on towards him. Even if the survivors here wants a body block, I'd say it's going to be pretty hard in that sense. We are going to be able to TP out here immediately. A little bit of a... animation when it comes to recovering from the TP. Entomologist here trying to give as much support here as possible, but blinking out. Okay, you know what, blink is blink at the end of the day. What can we do in this situation? Blink is still blink at the end of the day. Now all survivors does have red. We could potentially come in for rescue once again, even though Mercy doesn't have much. As long as you body block for Mercy, that's kind of what is important right now. Survivor's decoding speed is very slow, but accelerated decoding should be starting the next 1 minute and 25 seconds here. But for Kematsu side, he's going to need a proper body block coming from Cheerleader side as well, right before he can rotate in towards the... towards where he needs to go, I guess. But of course, we do see that the bees are nearby. We did get the stun, which is a bit unfortunate. But I guess in this sense, we can TP out immediately here and register it on towards cheerleader. Okay, currently we need a red. Okay, we got a blue. And we got a hit, which is fine. Cheerleader currently half health. We could potentially go out with a red here, cause no, actually no, Mercy wouldn't go down anyways. If it, well, no, Mercy would go down, but there's 2 reds right now, so that's an issue, which is why we need a blue. But of course, it's a max presence Hermit at the end of the day. Yeah, we should be able to register this blue, no problem at all. But even wish, I don't think, oh yeah, Mercy still dies. Yeah, Mercy still dies. Even wish. Oh yeah, Mercy dies. I was so scared that Mercy doesn't die. But yeah, even with Aeroplanus body blocking there, it's not really worth it because Mercy dies anyway. 0.3 plus 0.3 is 0.6. So in that sense, they're trying to heal as much as possible, but they're like a lot of Cypher machines away. They haven't finished the Cypher machine yet. They haven't, which is a little bit of an oof one. But that was really fast coming out from Hermit. Really fast coming out from Hermit. We are going to be able to see Aeroplanus nearby as well, onside with everyone else. But of course, Cheerleader here is currently the one that's in danger. Cheerleader trying to crouch, but I feel like the footprints here are going to reveal a lot of things right now. Cheerleader first pump on away, but thankfully the blue Miracle Orb didn't register. Second one is going to be able to come out immediately, but it seems like it's going to be red right here. And Cheerleader going down immediately right here. 5 Cypher machines remaining. It is still 5 Cypher machines remaining right now. Yeah, it's really slow, and they don't have any tie turner, and it's a teleport right now on towards tie side, so they probably do know themselves how this is gonna go. But of course, we probably should be able to finish one Cypher machine at least from Entomologist side, so like, you know, it shouldn't be too much of an issue there. We're going to be able to get a rescue here immediately. Cheerleader taking the window speed booster as well. We're going to be able to register a blue on towards Cheerleader. Cheerleader red is going to be able to land on towards the Cheerleader, and it does seem like we're at least able to finish one Cypher, but it's 4.5 minutes. Well, it's basically 5 minutes into the game now, honestly. And yeah, dungeon hasn't been open. Bit of an issue, but dungeon hasn't been open. Let's see, we finished our first Cypher machine 4 minutes and 42 seconds in. 4:42 in, and we finished our Cypher machine. Lovely. Yeesh. Oh, okay, this is not good for survivors at all. We're going to be able to see Aeroplanus wanting coming for a backdoor rescue here. It's not a bad thought. It's probably one of the best things you could do. But a normal hit is still going to be a normal hit right here. Now then, we're going to be able to land a blue on towards Cheerleader here. But thankfully, Cheerleader with those beautiful mind games here with that speed boost is going to come in pretty clutch in this sense as well. But Cheerleader is still going to get something. We should be able to get a hit over the window here. Yeah, should be able to get a hit over. Should be able to get the hit over the window, and we've realized that Cheerleader is actually behind the pallet. So yeah, no, yeah, I shouldn't have changed to blue. I don't think now, yeah, I should have changed to blue there. I feel like with triple body blocking there, you still should be able to have like at least 10%, well, 5% health remaining. Well, no, yeah, 5% health remaining. So changing to the blue there wasn't the best choice, but we also do see Cheerleader's steps being nearby as well, so this is not a good thing. So we do see where Cheerleader is, but it seems like Cheerleader is going to go down here alongside with the Ento. A little bit unfortunate, but dungeon is currently open, thankfully. We do see that Precor is currently trying to, well, not Precor. No, we do see that Aeroplanus is trying to heal Precor as much as they can, but in this sense as well, it is going to be a 4-man elimination. We do see that Ty is still trying to look for the nearby survivors here, but even with this on mind, you could probably predict where they are, judging by which Cypher machine was open. So we just skip forward here a little bit, and we do see that it's going to be a 4-man elimination. But let's congratulate VTY here for the second win, moving on towards Game 5.